This video will give you an overview of how to do a basic search in Scopus. So whenever you want to search for articles, you make sure that this tab is on the Documents tab. And then you have this drop-down menu. So by default, it'll search for your keywords in the article title, the abstract, and then in author-supplied keywords. But you can select this drop-down menu and you can choose to pick something else if you want to. I'm going to leave it on the default. So I'm going to look for articles on PCR and hookworms. And so I'm going to do hookworms. So something else to know in Scopus is if you put it in parentheses, it does an approximate search, so it'll search for word variations. But if you wanted to do an exact search, you put it in the little curly brackets. So if I put it in the curly brackets, then it's only going to search for the exact word hookworm. It won't do variations. But if I put it in quotation marks, then it'll do variations. So I'm going to take those off though. And we'll just put a asterisk on the end, which will truncate it and pull in multiple endings as well. So if I want to add another field, I click this plus sign here that says add search field. And so notice it says and, so this drop down menu could say and, I could do or I can do not. In Scopus, not is, the way to use the not function is it says and not. But this and or, and this is the not function. So I'm going to put PCR here. And I can also, if I know I only want it within a certain date range, I can add the date ranges here if I wanted to, but I'm going to just leave it at all years. And I'm ready to search. I click search. And so I am getting 250 documents. So in the center here are the articles that are available. And this is the document title. Here are the authors. Here's the year the item was published, document was published. Here's the source, so here's what journal it came from. And here's how many times it's been cited by other things. If I look to the left, here's where I can refine my results, so I can get less results if I want to. So I would, you could focus on like the year. If you want to focus on the year it was published. If you want to focus on document type, you may find that helpful too. So this one, most of them are articles. But sometimes it'll also have things like conference proceedings, and you can choose to exclude some of those things. You can also do language if you wanted to. What languages it came from. If you only want English, those are some things you could do. So you can click, I'm going to just select English, and I'm going to select articles. And then I can choose to limit to or exclude. So if I know there are some things I know I don't want, I could select those options and then click exclude. Or if I know I want to limit, only include certain things in my search, I can select limit to. So I'm going to click limit to. And so now I have 258. And here's the search string that I have here. And this is what I would copy and paste in my search strategy worksheet or in my search strategy spreadsheet. If I want to read the full text of the article, I would click the green button right here. And if I want to see the abstract, I can click on the title and I can read the abstract.